What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Mellow Hosh TV or Kicking It with Hosh. What's up? What's up? Hope everything is well with y'all. It is about 9:30 a.m. in the morning, so I am now getting ready for my job or work or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, y'all already seen the title. Why I'm making this video, and it's all about why you would work. But yeah, the other day while I was on a shift, I was just thinking, when you out on the road. Now I am a delivery driver for Amazon, but when you out there, sometimes you just start getting in your head and start thinking about things. And this idea came up to just make a video about why you should work for Amazon, or is Amazon worth working for? Y'all. I actually just got off my shift. All right, so we're gonna continue where we left off. So I have my friend phone here, so we can do the math together. So again, remember we want to just discuss the financing and the money, income, and all that stuff to determine if Amazon is worth working for. So that being said, I live in New York State, Rochester, New York. So we get paid $16.50. That's the starting wage, right? So 16.50, right? That's what we got there. See it on the screen. So, average shift is 4 days a week, 3 days off. So I work Wednesday through Saturday and have my 3 days off Sunday through Tuesday. Ideal length of a shift is 10 hours. That's why you do 4 days you work and 3 days off. So technically you putting in 10-hour shifts per shift. All right. So we're gonna do 16 times 40, right? Times 40 equals, that's $660 you making just in gross. All right. Now you get paid this weekly, right? So you're gonna do, let's times this by 4 because it's 4 weeks in a month. So boom, this is what you pretty much making $2,640 at Amazon a month. All right, that's 16.50 times 40 hours times 4 weeks, right? That's actually pretty good, not too bad. All right, so that's without New York State taxes taken out, whatever taxes coming taken out, and any deductions, right? So that's just your gross. That's number does fluctuate, all right, because you don't always work a 10-hour shift. You could have a lot of boxes, but it all depends on the number of stops. Each stops does average around 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 minutes, all right? So typically you will get done no later than 8 p.m. Eastern time or 9 p.m., right? So I would say keep that in mind. So let's move on to, all right, so the next thing on the list, I wrote down this list in my notes. So I just, this is what I feel is worth talking about. I'm going to compare these finances to personal lifestyles, all right? So I think this is very essential because, again, this determines if you want to work with Amazon, right? Here we go, right there. Right, so personal lifestyle, right? I have a room now, I pay rent now, right? And I have personal goals that I want to achieve, which require me to save my money or invest my money so I can, make more money eventually, right? So that being said, that is a factor you want to take in. Now, that fuel, that body fuel, you will feel that tiredness if you don't really have a clear personal drive, right? So if you're working at this job and this is your only source of income and you're paying bills, you're having this and that, you will tend to have a subconscious mental type of, I'm going to go home, go to sleep, and go to work the next day. Because this is a very physical job. It will take a toll on your body. So you want to keep that in mind if this is your only source of income. This is one of those jobs that is very tedious and will be very physical and active. And for my personal situation, I'm also doing unemployment. Now, that is another source of income. And being the business, coming up businessman or guy or whatever, business influencer or whatever, entrepreneur, I look at that as a passive income because I don't really have to take too much of my life and my time and, attend to it as if this job, right? If I'm not delivering these packages to these doorsteps and clocking in, if I'm not there, putting in the work to get these packages delivered and all that stuff, I'm not gonna make any money. Let's move on to number 3 on the list. All right, number 3 on the list is pros and cons. I guess I feel like that is something to discuss. So when you're working at Amazon, again, you get paid every week. Let's talk about the pros, right? Get paid every week. Very flexible. Now, Amazon, which I'm going to get into in a sec, Amazon does hire delivery drivers like myself through contractors. All right, I am employed through the contractor, which is affiliate of Amazon. So contractors always need drivers because the turnover rate is very up and down. It's kind of like, I guess you can compare it to working at a call center. Like, it's you easy getting in, and that is a pro. Like, if you do want to call off, just give them a heads up, a few days, like 48 hours, all right, ahead of time, and then they are very understandable and they are very assertive. The job is not really hard at all. Again, you're just scanning and you want to just deliver the packages, all right? So it's simple as that, right? You leave the station, you have 10 hours to deliver your route. Stop at a store, you want to sit, talk, do whatever you want to do. That is all up to you. Just make sure that when you return to that station, you don't have no packages in that. So that is another pro. And another pro is just the Amazon drip. I do like the untired apparel. Like, Amazon got some pretty cool drip with the reflective, and not really strict on the uniform. Just wear black pants or a black shirt and some khakis. You do get some residents that actually give you treats and whatever, water or whatever too. They are cool residents. Shout outs to y'all. Now let's get into the cons because there's a lot of cons, right? So the pay, right? $16.50, right? There's kind of like a lot of tediness that goes into the job, which kind of reached the point of like, okay, now y'all asking for more than what y'all giving. You're on the road, right? The job is easy, but you are on the road. Personally, I don't even trust my damn self on the road, let alone another driver. So you are at an all extreme high of liability. You can hit anything, things can hit you, dogs, people, etc. For example, when you out a nursery route, that means like they're not giving you mini routes. They're giving you like a full day's worth of route, whatever, a lot of packages. Can I get a bump up in pay? I mean, I think that is pretty reasonable in us using our physical active energy to get this job done. I mean, a 2 hour pay, depending on how hot it is, the weather, or how many boxes. And again, the job is very tedious. You always in and out, in and out, in and out. Literally, like you are just in and out. In some cases, throughout a typical shift, depending on the area they have you delivering, some areas they will have you venture out 5 to 10 minutes away, which is good. It's a good refreshing break that you're not actually on the break, but you're just driving to that new area. So that is cool, but generally you are in and out, in and out, in and out, and that is tiring, hopping in and out, hopping in and out. So that is another con, right? So I think I covered all the TDness and whatever else about the pros and cons about it, you know. So just keep that in mind.